So yesterday, I was invited to a $500 Squad Busters tournament. Yes, I just finished winning a $50,000 tournament, and now I've been invited to another one. Anyways, I decided to join for fun, and my goal was just to play a couple games and then like leave early to go to bed. But then I started passing through all the rounds, and I realized, oh wait, I can actually win this. And well, that's exactly what happened. I played in a Squad Busters tournament against some of the top players in the entire world, and I won the entire thing. So today I'll be going over how I managed to win, along with a deep dive on the final games that managed to get me that first place victory. So this was an 80-player event against some of the top players in the entire world, and I mean that. So pretty much there would be multiple lobbies, and then after 3 games, the top players from their lobbies would then advance onto another game. And essentially, you'd have to go through a bunch of qualifying rounds until you got to the semi-finals. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all the qualifiers. All you need to know is I played the first round, I won. I played the second round, I passed. I played the third round, I passed, and then I made it onto the finals, and this is kind of where I realized, oh wait, I could probably win some money here. So, final times, and this is how it works. So in the finals, you would play exactly 3 games, and this wasn't based on whoever had the most gems wins, it was based on whoever has the most points wins. So essentially, you would get 10 points for finishing in first place, you'd get 9 points for finishing in second place, until 10th place only gets 1 point for winning. If you killed another player, you would get 2 points, and if you died, you would lose 1 point. Anyways, for the first game, this was Hatchling Herder. Now, this is a mode. A lot of people say it's not skill-based. It's luck. It's skill-based. I'm going to be honest with you. It's just a different type of skill-based, and it doesn't really leave much room for error. So, my strategy here for Hatchling Herder was spend the entire game in bottom 3, so 10th and 9th place, and only at the very end of the game, I would run into players, steal all their chickens, and then run out. So, I just kind of built up a really huge squad. Nobody ever targeted me because, well, there was no reason to. I was in 10th place. Anyways, in the final 40 seconds left of the game, you can see I stole a bunch of chickens from Canutes, and that managed to boost me up to 5th place. Now, I did want to make sure I finished higher than 5th place, so I ran to another guy, but sadly, he had a Leon, went invisible, ran away. When you use Leon, you go invisible, and you get more speed. So, he got away from me, and I finished in 5th place. Now, this isn't a bad performance. It's kind of a mediocre one. The only issue is there are only 3 rounds until match point, which means 3 rounds for me to get into first place, so then I can win the 4th game and win the entire tournament. So after this fine performance, we then moved on to WhackaMall. Now, there's a little bug going around on WhackaMall at the moment where for some reason you can't seem to kill the moles. Now, I didn't really know this bug existed because I've been spending the whole last few days playing on the lava map. I kind of realized this halfway through and I was like, oh my god, what's going on? I'm not doing so well. But it's fine because I got a little bit aggressive towards the end of the match here because I needed to get some kills. Managed to steal a bunch of gems from this one guy and I finished in 5th place, which wasn't really amazing. Again, it's a mediocre performance. I was in the dead middle of the category. So now we move on to the 3rd game, and this is the last game until the guy who's in 1st place has to then win a game to win the tournament. So I had to do amazingly this game. Otherwise, well, I might not even get top 3 in the tournament. So this mode was Crystal Forest and Golden Boots. Now, this was the one mode I had to do really well in. You already know that. So I kind of just locked in here and I picked Trader, Trader, and Trader. I took a huge risk here. It's very risky running Trader because a lot of players can actually run DPS and then counter you running Trader and screw you over. I pretty much used Trader here the whole game. Eventually, I decided to pick some DPS units just to make sure I wasn't going to die because it is risky. I also picked a bunch of speedy units as well. I didn't really want to die. I went for the blue boxes, etc., etc. And oh boy, was this an amazing performance, and the risk paid off because I actually finished in 1st place with 741 gems. So after that really good performance, here were the top players. Mapache was in 1st place with 23 points. Poor and me were in 2nd place with 22 points. This is a problem because if Mapache wins this next game in 1st place, he wins the entire tournament. But if I win this next game ahead of Mapache, I will then be in 1st place, which means I'll then have to win the game after that to win the entire tournament. Now, this is when I'm going to finally show you footage of the tournament and talk over what I was thinking. So this game here was Doppelgangers. I love this mode. I was so confident I was going to do well. I start off with a Shelly and I go for the box straight away. Now, a little tip, go for your blue box. It drops 2 speed boots, okay? You don't have to rush middle, but at least get your speed boots in your own box. So I get a Jessie here. Jessie's a pretty good unit, not going to lie. And you're going to see in a minute, I'm going to take over middle with turrets, and it was a genius plan because it managed to make sure nobody could ever take me out. Anyways, I go for another box here. I take those speed boots before Vitrex. You can see he's not happy. He's chasing me down because I took the boots from him. I did take a bow because I was freaking out there that he was going to try kill me. We have a Colt, and then we then switch on to Bandit. Immediately puts me up to second. Now, Bandit is going to be the most important unit in this entire game because, well, I need to win the tournament. So I run around here. I take out some monsters. I get a bunch of gems from the monsters. I move down. I move away. The second I see that guy has a Shelly. I have a lot of speed here. I went for a lot of boots. We have a Colt. Now, at this point, I've decided to switch away from the Bandit. It's too early into the game to just run Bandit and Bandit only. But I do go onto a trader, and you can see here I'm trying to pick up every single coin possible to then get a bunch of gems dropping down. And you see, we get a bunch of gems. Back up to second place we go. We switch on to Leon here. This is so I can go invisible so nobody can actually kill me because I'm really trying not to die here. And you can see that I appear right in front of him. He had no idea. We switch here into another trader again, trying to get a bunch of coins to get a bunch of gems to then, well, maintain my top lead. To get a couple more coins, I have to finish this above Mapache because if I finish before Mapache, I have a chance to win the tournament. Anyways, we get a bunch of gems dropping from my trader, and then we switch again into the re-rolls. Actually, I should have gone for an archer. I'm going to be honest with you. But we take a Shelly. Here, we're going to take an archer. There you go. That was the right decision in the end. We're going to drop down into middle a little bit. That guy gets a bunch of gems. Yuri is doing very well here. We take that monster out. I'm trying to get another chest here because I do not want to fall behind. You need to either have bandits or traders. So I get a bunch more coins. And in this chest, I am starting to get desperate now. I get a Jesse. I throw a bunch of these turrets down, but I'm starting to realize players are running around with trader. You see Yuri there with a trader. Players are running around with trader and bandits. And this is where I start to fall behind. I'm now in 5th place. I get another Jesse. My plan right now is take over this part of the map with turrets. I want to control middle here. I'm playing a lot more aggressive than I was playing in the qualifying rounds because, well, I need to. The plans change when you're trying to win an entire tournament. I go for this guy a little bit. I do take a couple of his gems. I'm starting to really freak out here, though. I've not gotten a bandit. I'm freaking out. You see, I don't have a bandit again. We do get another Jesse. I take over middle again with all these turrets. You can see nobody can come in this part of the map. They will just lose troops like crazy. I get a bit aggressive on that guy. We're in 6th place because I managed to steal some of his gems. In this chest, we finally get a bandit. I could not tell you how much I was freaking out here. I remembered I was so scared. Anyways, at this point, I'm gonna go get my 1st place back. I take a bunch of gems from these monsters. There you go. 1st place back in the bag. We run around, pick up some coins, but then I run into a guy with max. You see, Yuri's back. He's got a max. At this point, he could kill me, take me out the entire tournament. I'm freaking out. I might lose the entire thing. In this chest, we managed to pull out a Nita. Reason I did that are those bears are busted. You can never kill those bears. They take so long. So he saw that. He ran away. He's a good player. He knew he was probably going to lose troops there. But at this point, I've lost bandit, and I'm now going to start falling behind again. But never mind. We literally get a bandit with 20 seconds left in the match. I take out a bunch more monsters. There you go. We take out that guy. We take out this guy. By the way, bandit and doppelgangers in the final minute. Absolutely broken. Anyways, we take out this monster as well. 9 seconds after the game, I decide to switch here. I don't want to risk losing. I'm in 1st place by so much. I take a unit just so I can run away. I then run. I run back. I run out. I just did a bunch of back and forths there. But I finished this game in 1st place. And that's important because look who finished in 8th place. Mapache. He needed to win this game in order to win the entire tournament, but he lost. Anyways, after that game, I was now in 1st place in the entire tournament with 32 points. Zedpoor had 30 points. Mapache only had 26 points, so not particularly that well. But at this point, all I need to do now is win the next game, and I win the entire tournament. If I don't win the next game, well then things aren't going to be that good for me. So this next game is going to be Epic Overload. Now, Trader and Bandit are in rotation, and I literally start off with a Bandit. Oh my god, if you're in Epic Overload, you want to be making sure you pick Bandit or Trader. The reason for that is because it's really rare to get common and rares in this game because it's Epic Overload. You get a lot more epic. So having a Trader or a Bandit is just going to be an amazing thing. I get a Bandit here. I'm very, very happy at this point. I take out a monster. Well, we're going to take this out. We're going to get 2 gems. There you go. Immediately in the chest, I'm going to get myself a max. My goal right now is speed, speed, and speed. I do not want to risk losing this. I need to get 1st place. I'm not looking to fight players, at least not right now. I do plan to build up a bit of DPS in Epic Overload. I think it's important to build DPS because you do want to fight other players a little bit. Anyways, we get a Leon. You see we take out another unit, get another 2 gems. Leon, pretty good. I want to be invisible. I want to be fast. I want nobody to have a chance of killing me, so we pick another Leon here. We have the invisibility spell. We use it. We go for this monster for the 2 gems. Currently in 3rd place, but not in 1st place. I'm starting to fall behind a little bit here, and you're going to notice this. I'm going to really start to fall behind because I've got 1 bandit and other players are running Trader. I run into that guy who was also invisible. We get another Max here. Remember, speed. I do not want to die, okay? And Max does a good amount of damage as well, so not a bad character. We take out another monster, get another 2 gems. We are in 3rd place again, but not for long because we drop back down in 4th. Mapache is catching up, but he's not really the problem now. Zedpoor is. We try to steal some coins here. We get ourselves a fused max. We're going to try to keep our chest prices nice and low. And I'm going to be honest, at this point in the match, I remember I started to freak out. The second I hit 5th place, I was like, uh-oh. I see players running a couple traders in their squad. I see players with a fused bandit. Like, look at TTV Don Daniels. He had a fused bandit. I have one singular bandit. That guy to my left, look, he's got multiple traders. I start to really freak out here. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm going to need some more traders. I'm going to need some more bandits. Otherwise, quite frankly, I'm not going to win this event. We get ourselves another witch. Well, that's our first witch. At this point, I'm kind of realizing I might need to actually get a kill here. I'm falling behind bad, so I'm starting to pick DPS squad units only. Get another witch, does decent damage. We really want to get our kills here. Players are running trader. If I can get a good kill, I can still win this game. So we go around. That guy has a fused bandit. Oh my god. Chisgule's now catching up to me as well. We're running around desperately looking for a bandit. That guy has a bandit and a trader. We pick up a couple more coins, a few more coins. We see him. We run away from him. I'm kind of just trying to pick up coins here and there. We go into the chest and finally we get a bandit. Oh my god. Not enough though. Only 10 gems, and players have had fused bandits for way longer than me, so that's a lead I'm not going to catch up to anymore. Anyways, final minute of the game, we do get double loot from our bandit, but you know what? So does everybody. That guy just came uninvisible right in front of me. I'm trying to hang out near the gem mine. As you can see there, I took a bunch of gems. In this chest, we get another bandit, but as you can see, I didn't fuse out my bandit because one of my bandits died. Really difficult, but we're in 7th place. We're now in 4th place. We're starting to catch up a little bit here, doing a little bit better, and then, oh wait, never mind. We dropped back down to 7th place. 30 seconds after the game, we're now in 8th place, doing absolutely terribly, but a lot of players are running trader, bandit. I can actually probably get a kill here. We're running around with 23 seconds left. I realize I need to get that gem mine in middle. I do have a bomb spell on me. Watch what I do. I throw the bomb spell early just to bomb anybody who could be invisible, take a bunch of gems, boost us up to 4th place. Pretty good. Now in 5th place. I am desperately running to kill anybody that I can. We go for the mini dragon. This guy here, I'm going to pause it, runs right into me. Boom, 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 boom. 3rd, 2nd, and I was about a couple seconds away from winning the tournament right there. And look who got first, Mipache. But he didn't get a kill, so he didn't get any points for that. And as you can see here, Mipache is now in 2nd, but I'm still in 1st by over 5 points. And at this point, I need to win the next game because I'm still in 1st place. If I win the next game, I win the tournament. Things were getting kind of stressful here. Anyways, we move into the next game, and this one was golden boots. I need to win. I need to get 1st place. I start off with a barbarian. Barbarian's a pretty safe unit to start off with. I actually used to start off with ice wizards. I've recently stopped starting off with ice wizards. For some reason, when I do that, I always end up doing badly in the game. We get another barbarian. If you get 2 barbarians, they go elite. So very important thing to do. Get those 2 barbarians. Taking out a couple of monsters here. We do have golden boots. It's very important to have a lot of golden boots in this modifier. We get a fused barbarian. Right now, the goal is test prices nice and low. I am planning to run DPS this game. So in here, we're going to get another barbarian. And you can see we have DPS. Another barbarian. I am looking this game to actually get a kill or to run a bandit and, you know, have huge DPS, take out the monsters, control mid, get the gems from the monsters, kill a player if I need to. We get a Leon here. The invisibility is actually quite important in this game. A lot of good players appearing randomly in front of somebody can be such a good thing. Vitrex here is a little weak. I do go for him, but he gets a treat, runs away, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time by being aggressive. Why would I do that? I'm just going to keep farming, get some coins. If I chased him around, I would have just, you know, fallen behind in coins. Get a couple more coins in this chest. We're going to get ourselves a tank for the DPS. You can see that I run into that little spot. Usually there's a tank there, but it was a B instead. Tanks are in middle, sadly, because, well, B and tank are in rotation. Taking out a couple more monsters, still in 8th place, but it's fine. Being in 8th place right now is not a scary thing to me because you can see we all have similar gem counts, and I actually have a really huge squad. We get another barbarian, fuse him up. Chest prices are really low right now. I have got currently a perfect squad. I'm very happy. Anyways, in this chest, we get ourselves a reroll. I didn't go for a B there. I'm a little bit surprised I didn't go for a B. I went for an El Primo. El Primo is a pretty good unit. He stuns. He has a lot of health. Very good stuff. 2 minutes left of the game. We are in 9th place. And you know what? I actually wasn't freaking out at this point. I had a plan. We get a bandit here for the gems because, you know, this is the plan. We get huge DPS. We get a bandit. We're looking to kill a player. And we're looking to get these monsters with the DPS, you know, control them out pretty much. Taking out a couple more monsters. We're now in 6th place. We're climbing the ranks a little bit. Taking out this guy as well. Taking the gems. We're in 6th still. In this chase, we get ourselves a reroll. We're looking for another bandit. There you go. Another another bandit. We're closing in on Chisgule here, who's in 5th place. Hedis is running away from me, taking out another monster. And then, yeah, we're just kind of farming these gems right now, all right? But we are still looking to get a kill at some point. I'm just being very patient. My plan was to get a kill here. We have 1 minute 18 seconds left of the game. We get ourselves an invisibility spell, but I actually forgot about it. But here we get ourselves a used bandit over the battle healer. Interesting choice, but again, I'm looking for those gems. Go invisible, and now there's only 1 minute left of the game. So there is a Barb King in rotation, so I am starting to realize I want a Barb King. My goal is to DPS and kill someone. So in this next chest I unlock, I'm going to pause it because look what happened. I'm currently sandwiched between Yuri, Paul, and then I want to get this chest here. Look what I get from the chest. I get a Barbarian King while Yuri is trying to kill me. I immediately use the rage. He immediately runs away. I take out this monster, but for some reason, Yuri isn't running away from me, but he's just too close. So I realize this is my moment. So I go in for the kill, and he's about to run out of speed. Just like that, he runs out of speed. It's over for him. I'm fighting him. I'm losing a couple troops, but I know I'm stronger. So I stay in the fight, and there you go. We bust him, and just like that, 1st place. So there's only 30 seconds left of the game. We're going back to farming a little bit, but as you can see here, I've run out of speed. We're going to pick up a golden boot, and okay. Viatrex is chasing me down here. Watch what happens. So Viatrex is chasing me down. As he's chasing me down, I realize both of his barbarians are actually close to dying. So when I realize this, watch what I do. Boop, I run behind him, and I take out his barbarians in half a second. And just like that, he's got nothing left. That was, I think, my best play of the entire tournament. We get another Barbarian King here. We're going to Super Rage. We're not going to Super Rage, actually. We're running away from Biscone. 4 seconds left. Again, look at Hedis. He's chasing me down. I actually do realize his troops are very low in health. So I was planning on doing the same thing that I did to Viatrex, but there's 3 seconds left. I'm in 1st place. Why risk the random chance of him potentially taking out one of my troops, boosting me down to 2nd just to not get 1st? So I keep running. 3 seconds left, and just like that, I just won a $500 Squad Busters tournament. I was in 1st place. I had 53 points and I had a bust. 2nd place was Mapache with 0 busts and 43 points. I was 10 points ahead of 2nd place. That's a whole 1 game ahead. That was a big deal. Now, I just want to say every single player here did an amazing job. Getting into the finals was super difficult because you had to beat a lot of players in the qualifying round. So a GG to everybody who made it. And well, that's it. I won my 3rd tournament in a row. Isn't that kind of crazy? Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm probably going to spend the money on the next Squad Busters update, but make sure to tap the video on screen here to watch me use B. B's a really OP unit. I didn't use it in the tournament, but I probably should have because B is pretty good. I'll see you there.